Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central. And here's your host, Bob Hickey.
Welcome to another episode of Foxborough Central. My name is Bob Hickey. I am your host, and thank you for taking a little bit of time to join me and my guests as we talk about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough the gem of Norfolk County. And one of the great events that happens every year and makes Foxborough a good community family place is the National Night Out Against Crime and Drugs. And I'm joined here today by my guest, Chief Ed O'Leary, and my friend Linda Walsh, past president of the Foxborough JCs, past president of the state JCs, past selectman, but all in all, a really great person. You too, Ed.
Well, I appreciate that, Bob. Thank you for having us here today.
So we're here to talk about the 2014 edition of the National Night Out Against Crime and Drugs. And the Foxborough Police Department and the Foxborough JCs are yet again teaming up to sponsor this event. And it will be on
Tuesday. August 5th, be held at the Common between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. And we encourage people, families, to join us. Linda's developed a great set of other participants for us, and I think it's something that in the past, the people that have attended have had a great time.
And I know that this has been a long-standing partnership, and back when I used to be active with the JCs and actually do things, it was one of the fun nights, and we'd always have things for the kids to do, and usually there's a child identification stand set up, and your officers and reserves are out there volunteering and doing a lot as far as child safety and identification. Is that going to be up there this year?
Well, that's a continuing program that we have. We have kits for parents to pick up for their children that involve more than just fingerprints in this day and age, but also the ability to have a DNA sample taken and held by the parent in case the unimaginable occurs.
I was going to say, it's one of those things you never want to think about and hope never happens, but it's a great service to provide in case the unimaginable does happen. So thank you for doing that. And fun. And, well, it's always fun to see the police up there, but for families with younger kids and maybe parents who want to be kids again, what can we expect?
Well, once again, the chief is going to sponsor one of the bounce houses for it. We'll have
everybody loves a bouncy house.
Everybody loves
a bouncy house.
And again, we're going to have a animals, like a little petting zoo. DJ Paul Feeney will be there to have the music going for us.
That's great. He always does a great job.
Yes, he does.
Former selectman?
Yes, former selectman.
Still keeping his volunteer community hat on?
Nice. Well, we all do, Bob. They can't get rid of us that quick.
I know, they can fire us, but they can't make us go away.
That's right. We also this year will have a karate demonstration for the kids. We have...
Well, we're going to have, I'll just fill in a little bit, the Sheriff's Office in Norfolk County. We're going to have their command center so people can get an inside look at critical incident management, because if we had some type of long-term incident here in the community, we'd be using one of those command vehicles to manage the event. And the sheriff has let us use this particular vehicle, which I think is an eye-opener for some people.
It's an eye-opener for me. I didn't realize that the Sheriff's Office had that type of equipment. I thought that they were strictly, in Massachusetts at least, strictly in the incarceration business and transporting business.
Well, they primarily are, Bob. However, as a support for the other communities in Norfolk County, he realizes on a regional basis, as one of the partners of police departments across the county, he was able to get grants to help fund this command center. And it ties in because Sheriff Bellotti has been very active with the Metropolitan Law Enforcement Council that Foxborough belongs to, so that we've developed a cadre of individuals with different skill sets by looking out and doing things on a regional basis. So that particular command vehicle will be on site for Tuesday, the 5th.
Well, fantastic. There'll be an eye-opener for a lot of people then. I hope people take advantage of the opportunity to come down and see what's new with the public safety services. And it's a great resource also, and it's one that can be a shared resource, which makes it, of course,
Very critical.
yes. So with that, Linda,
We also, and at the end of the evening, we'll have our safety glow stick parade, led by Pat the Patriot. And this year, some of the junior Patriot cheerleaders will be joining us too.
fantastic.
So the kids seem to enjoy that. And also, John Chamberlain and Marley will be coming up to give a demonstration of the K-9 unit for Foxborough.
Really? So it sounds like it's going to be a fun night, and I know the weather's going to be perfect.
Of course.
I'm feeling it right here.
Yeah.
And with that, we have a total cost to the participants of 0, which means it's free, which means that there's no reason why people can't come out on Tuesday, August the 5th from 6 p.m. to 9. You don't have to stay for the whole thing, to come up and check out what's doing with the police department and have some fun. And thank you to the Foxborough JCs for once again picking in and doing this. So with this year's event, 2014, let's remember the reason for the whole night is National Night Out Against Crime and Drugs. Is there any overriding message this year that you'd like to share?
There really isn't, Bob. Certainly, from reading the newspaper, people have seen a slight uptake in different types of property crimes here in the community. Unfortunately, due to people that we're finding when they're charged have serious drug addiction problems, based on the rapid rise in opiate drugs and unfortunately a rapid increase in the use of heroin within the region. And as a result, it makes it more difficult, given the size of our community and how spread out we are, to adequately patrol. So it's really critical that we all do our share. You know, we have a lot of seniors that are home now during the day. They've retired, and we're dependent on people for watching their own neighborhood, so that if something seems strange or different, don't be fearful of calling us. You know, use the main business number, give us a call. I'd much prefer to have officers go out and check out things for members in our different neighborhoods than have to go and then find out later, as we're doing a screen of an area where a burglary's taken place, that somebody did see somebody, but they didn't want to bother us.
Yeah, and in the Foxborough Reporter, we all read about the rash of break-ins, and we hear about the people getting caught. And it's not just a Foxborough problem, because the last few also we've seen that they've hit other area communities, and it's really an issue of need and cause, and the need is for them to generate money. And you're right about the reading the news and also in the Boston Globe about the opiates, and it's on the governor's watch list. And we've had other guests on here talking about the introduction of Narcan as being a tool to use against heroin overdose and whatnot. But all this comes together as far as the one word is crime. And this is simply maybe a symptom of society where it's getting easier to access, and it's more powerful, more potent, and more prevalent. And so this is a great night to come together as a community to remind everybody that, you know, we are a community, and we do have to look out for each other and watch out for each other. Yeah, it's a fun way to do it too. Always nice to have fun.
Right. So there'll be a lot of informational tables there for the parents to pick up information, as well as seniors. There'll be a table up there for senior citizens as well. Vicki Lowe will be up there.
Great.
So there's a lot of information for parents and seniors to take home and fun for the kids. So, and it's a great community event.
Fantastic. So it's very important that we get the word out that on August the 5th, as I look at my cheat notes, August the 5th from 6 to 9 on the Foxborough Common, the Foxborough JCs and the Foxborough Police Department are going to be sponsoring National Night Out Against Crime and Drugs. But they can't have fun unless you come out there and you have fun. Bring your kids, bring your family, bring your senior.
That's right.
Sounds like there's something for everybody.
There is.
There certainly is.
All right then. Last word?
We hope to see a nice crowd. People that have come in the past have always enjoyed themselves, and we ask the rest of the community to join us on that Tuesday night.
And of course, everybody get to enjoy the music by Paul Feeney and participate in the parade.
The safety glow stick
The
parade.
Safety
yes.
Glow Stick Parade, which is a pretty cool thing. And the
Yes.
Junior Patriot cheerleaders will be out there, so
Pat
come on down.
Patriot, yep.
And Pat Patriot. Everybody loves to see Pat Patriot. Linda Walsh, Ed O'Leary, thank you so much for taking the time to join me, as we talk about the National Night Out Against Crime and Drugs. I hope that you at home will take advantage of this wonderful community event and check it out on the Common on Tuesday, August the 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. If you missed the details, feel free to log back on to fcatv.org and you can check out this program or any of the other ones that we have in Foxborough Central. On behalf of all the volunteers of Foxborough Cable Access, including Betty Travers and Deb Storrs behind the camera, Gary Nash behind the glass, Lauren Battar, who allows me the wonderful time to get on the air so I can come to you, and Michael Weber, our Executive Director, thank you for taking the time. If you'd like to check us out at our studios at 28 Central Street, come on in, check us out, maybe volunteer. Our community is made of volunteers, isn't it?
Yes, it
Certainly
is.
is.
All right, now that's the final word. Have a great day, Foxborough, and I'll talk to you next time.